Welcome back, everybody, to another market day. Today is 10/1/2020, the first day of October. I am your designated Inquirer. My name is Axel. Welcome back. Today, the market went up. Today, didn't make a whole lot of sense. Today, bonds went up at the same time. Today, the dollar went up at the same time. Today, the VIX went up at the same time. It doesn't make any logical sense. Why the market went up today in relation to those two things going up is based off of whether or not stimulus gets passed. And right now, it is looking yet harder for that to happen. Statistically speaking, that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Pelosi does not look like she's in a position to negotiate for a positive outcome. Republicans are still too stingy. They don't want to give people more money. They don't want to give them $600 a month for unemployment. They don't want to say that their policies and their ideology does not work, basically. From a financially conservative standpoint, that's what they're trying to convince us of by not passing anything to a degree, to pass less things, and yet hope that the market will take care of itself. They want bailout, they want social money, they want tax money for their friends and for the people that give them donations to their campaigns and to maintain the status quo and all of these other things. But they do not want to give money to the very people that fund the government. Okay? They want to give people to everybody that takes advantage of the government, not to everybody that actually pays into and provides the value for the country. Whether or not you believe in that or not, let's go over the details as to how the market went about moving today. This move up rather early kind of put down a little bit of level of a gauntlet in terms of like where volume is, where it can stay. It is super early on. It is only the first day of the month, and every day there's a new opportunity to set volume at a different level. Okay, like as we saw throughout the month of September, there are a lot of places where volume can be deposited at. Right now, we are currently above the last point of control. What we can very easily do is go back to the previous point of control, and then from then on, it is possible to move lower. But why would we move lower? From a technical standpoint, it does seem like we are breaking this downtrend, and that we are in a place to where we could naturally see a rise in prices from technical indicators. But from a macro perspective, right now we are at the precipice of potentially the worst market downturn the market has seen in quite a long time, with Europe basically facing a depression, okay, with the US staring down the barrel of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of more added to unemployment. Right now, all those protections are gone. They're all gone. They're all gone right now. They effectively do not exist at the moment unless they pass a bill to retroactively have them kick back in and to give people unemployment money for the past like 2 months where they've had none. Okay, extra unemployment assistance. The economy is suffering at the moment. Okay, those are the reasons, the macro reason as to why I believe the market is heading further down. Okay, the benefits to the previous from the previous stimulus have basically run dry. You can take a look at Stephen Van Meter's videos as well, where he takes a look at other indicators like the money supply, the ISM, manufacturing, the export and imports, the differences be from month to month. They're not painting a good picture whether or not loans are increasing. Retail loans for residential properties have dropped 4.8% more recently this last week. That, according to him, though, it is a volatile indicator, so you cannot draw too much from that, but it is still not a good number. ISM, or basically manufacturing numbers, have been flattening out, okay, because there was an increase in manufacturing, but when your manufacturing was basically zero because everybody had to shut down so that nobody would get sick, any increase would be a great increase. But right now we're working off of marginal increases off of still a deflated level of manufacturing in this country. So the market seems to be getting all excited and everything over very minimal increases in economic activity. Anyway, so there is still no deal yet between Pelosi and Mnuchin as to how to move forward. They say they're going to keep talking. Right now, they're probably speaking as we speak, as you're listening to this right now, or as I'm making this, as of 2:08 in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time. But it is increasingly not likely that a deal is going to get done, and that Democrats are just going to pass the bill that they had presented to the White House, and a $2.2 trillion stimulus package will be passed by the House, and that will probably be the last act of this Congress till sometime after the election, where there's like a week or so before the end of the year where they come back and maybe take care of like a couple things to keep the government running and all this other stuff, and to maybe where they meet to discuss future plans for the parties, do a post-op in terms of like what happened during the election, what can they do better, what have they done badly, all this stuff, right? So right now, that's where basically we sit. This wasn't an incredible day in terms of volume. It was slightly less. Okay, so there is a higher move here, but on less volume. That is not, on the face of it, it's not very encouraging. Yeah. Tomorrow, whether it happened today or tomorrow or yesterday, is probably still going to happen. There's very little that they're going to be able to do to avoid the carnage that is about to happen in the stock market. Tesla and a few other companies, if I get them right. Let me see here. We have Netflix that was trading out of its mind today. Tesla went up 4.46%. We have Netflix going up 5.5% in a single day. Who else traded out of their mind? That was basically the outliers that I'm seeing here on my watch list. And then we have Amazon coming in at 2.3%. TSM, which is a semiconductor company, coming in at almost 2% at 1.9. Facebook went up 1.8. Google went up 1.4. Activision went up 2.1. There's quite a few winners today, but on the back of what exactly? The hopes of a deal, nothing signed. The ink, there's no ink to speak of. The ink hasn't even dried yet, and or has yet to run, and yet here we are seeing 2+% increases in major Nasdaq companies who stand to lose possibly the most, given how much they've run up this year. So, yeah, so the dollar went up today. Slightly went down. Okay, but from the open, it went up. But from yesterday, it went down 0.17%. The bonds went up 0.06%, stayed basically flat. The VIX went up today 1.25%, which is pretty notable. We got above 27 for a couple times. It is resting at 26.7. It may be possible here that we have seen bottom, at least temporarily, a temporary bottom to the VIX, because we did hit basically 25 if we were trading within a range of 25 and 35. Now is probably the time where we go to revisit those higher numbers and see if we break higher above that 40 number that we saw back in June, I believe. Bitcoin did drop today pretty well. Here it says 1%, but that was probably from the open, but it went up. Here, let me show you guys. BTC/ on Thinkswim. Let's go to the 5-minute here. We went from here, it was 3%. Here, near the bottom of the trading range, is about 5.5%. So from about 11,000 down nearly almost 600 points to 10,452. That's a rough ride. That is a rough ride. Gold did not experience as much of a downturn because, like the rest of the market, held more hopeful views that a deal could be done. Bitcoin traders are probably a little less optimistic as to what is possible, but that's where we stand at the moment. And yeah, let's see, how long is this? About 13 minutes. Made pretty good time. If there is anything that you guys would like to discuss and or see, please do let me know. If you guys do want to see more bond analysis, we can do that. If you guys wanted to take a look at the dollar EXY, we could do that in more detail. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we can go over, a lot of concepts that we can go over, like why do we use momentum, why do we use the RSI. But if you guys do watch these types of videos daily, I probably assume that you also do have a general understanding of all the different kinds of technical indicators and stuff that is used within the industry and amongst other people that use charts for getting signals of whether or not to buy and or to sell. But yeah, that was the market today. It was pretty interesting. Tesla didn't really do anything too crazy. Their numbers are supposed to be coming out tomorrow or by the end of this week in terms of deliveries, which is possibly another reason why it has been holding on so strongly. Tomorrow, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow in the afternoon, I'm not exactly sure when we are set to receive those numbers from Tesla. generally, I do believe that Elon Musk goes and tweets those out directly when they are received or when they become now public knowledge. But we do know that they've been pushing pretty hard. Do we have news yet to confirm and or deny? Is it possible? Has it happened? We have no news. No news yet. No news. No news. No news. 2-year bond has dropped to 1.33, which is, I think, pretty low for the 2-year, because I think we were hanging around like 1.44 about a week ago. The 10-year is now at 0.678. We have been below 6.6 as of last week, so there is still room to run as far as the market is concerned. Right now, it does look as though Tesla is dropping. For what reason? It could be that the numbers are live. Let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look here at Twitter. Quick look at Twitter. We're gonna be looking for Elon here. Musk tweets and replies. There is no new information yet from Twitter. Okay, so Twitter not helping us at the moment. Nikola names former Vector IQ acquisition CFO as independent director. Activision Blizzard delays World of Warcraft update. That is not going to affect Tesla. Breaking: a cargo fire broke out in American Airlines flight. Source tells Fox 46 Australia. A damaged gaming console was found in the cargo area. Oh, that's not good. Dollar gains. There isn't something here that would point to a drop in Tesla per se, so we do not yet know what is going on. There's no news for the stimulus, and there's no news about the numbers produced by Tesla, so we do not yet know. And yet it moves. But in any case, that's where we're at. Hope you guys had a good day, a good Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Happy Friday. We made it another week. We have not that much left to go in 2020. Yeah, till next time, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and till next video, please do like, subscribe, and yeah, take care. Bye.